All right, all right, all right. Happy Saturday. It's 8:57 a.m. Central Time. I'm coming to y'all on this pre-recorded video. Um, Relationship advice, what would you do, scenarios, as well as to remind you about tonight's Zoom Red Cup Party. This is for Zoom only, and you have to receive the password in order to come. And the order where you can get the password, call it what you will, is to email me. Email me now. We don't wait till the last minute because I need to know how many people coming or do I need to cancel or whatever. Email address is in my description on my page. You must spell it correctly, but it's ReadyRocks1966 at gmail.com. READII 1966 at gmail.com. So go ahead and do that now, y'all. If you seriously gonna come, it's the same thing we do on the regular live stream with our red cups, except it's a possibility that we could always open up discussions that we won't feel comfortable talking about on this app. That's why we take it to a Zoom. Damn. So, with that being said, again, the email address is READII ROXX1966 at gmail.com. Okay, the first story. Tony, could you close the door until I get done with my recording? Okay, the first story title says my fiance of 3 years, 30 years old, booked a holiday and didn't tell me about it until yesterday. The boyfriend is 30, the girlfriend is 34, the girlfriend is telling the story. Okay, here we go. She wants to know how should she proceed after this. My fiance is going away on vacation tomorrow with his best friend, 30 years old, his best friend's girlfriend, 30 years old, and another friend, 33, male, and he didn't tell me about it until yesterday. We split for a week a couple of months ago, and he says this was the time he booked it. He didn't tell me that he was going away until yesterday. He just slipped it into conversation. That's a red flag right there. Okay. That was a couple of months ago they got into it. They split for a week. So whatever happened during that week, which he could have booked this. But once they got back together, out of a couple of months, I could see it was a couple of days and didn't come to his mind. I can't even see it then because that's on your mind. You know you're going somewhere. You got to prepare, right? Okay, let's continue. It says we split for a week a couple of months ago, and he says this was the time he booked it. He didn't tell me that he was going away until yesterday. He just slipped it into conversation. I am so hurt and I feel so excluded and left out that he didn't think to invite me and that he hid it from me for weeks. Exactly what I just said. I've begged him not to go because of the way he's handled the situation, and I've explained to him how this has made me feel, but he is ignoring any attempts for me to talk about it, and I haven't heard from him since earlier today when he said I'm being ridiculous, asking him not to go. If he goes, then I will end the relationship, and he's well aware of that. But I am stressed to bits that he's going to go, and I wish he would just talk to me about it. Not sure how to proceed and looking for advice. The fact that you even asking for advice and saying you don't know how to proceed is a telltale sign that you ain't going nowhere and you're going to be unhappy in this relationship because the way he's handling it is speaking volumes to he don't give a damn about this relationship, honey. And it ain't because he going. I ain't saying that because he going, because he got a right to go where he want to go. Nothing wrong with him going on a vacation. But if you was really his woman, somebody he valued, and once y'all got back together, within the next, I say week at least, if y'all been back together for about 2 months, Why wouldn't it come up? Why would we say, hey, we booked a trip during that little time we took that break? I booked the trip. Come on, go with us. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It wouldn't be having no discussion right now. It's really sad that some of y'all go to the ends of the earth to show people that they can misuse you and walk all over you and treat you like shit. It's really sad. I ain't looking at him funny style. He's showing who he is. Anybody that show you who they are and say what they say and stand on it and do what they do, you can't do nothing but respect that. Respectfully walk away or respectfully accept it and be a doormat. And that's it. That's all. Now, what do y'all think? Get in the comments. Tell me what y'all think about that story. Do that right now, because I'm going to look for something else. This is sad, boy. People are so smart, but yet so slow. They don't understand life. I mean, this shit ain't hard. Anytime we going through what we going through as society, as human beings, as grown people, as young grown people, going to work, going to school, getting up on time, washing your ass every day, taking care of your kids, cooking, cleaning, finding yourself something to eat, whether you got a relationship, a kid or not. Life is work. So relationships ain't no different. Everything got to be done how it's got to be done. No excuses. Ain't no, I could put this off or I ain't got to deal with this. It's life. Deal with it. It ain't hard. You want to make it hard because you're codependent and you want to be with somebody and you can't see yourself. That's sad. I never was like that. I don't. In my youngest, dumbest, naive days, no. And I have felt some love, baby. That ain't the same thing. Feeling love and being in love or thinking you in love and got nothing to do with doing the right thing. I'll be crying my ass off doing the right thing, though. I'll be crying and it ain't gonna work out. Oh, I hate it at the end this way. You just don't care and it hurts. Yeah, and you just keep going that other way. Okay, here we go. I would like to know what y'all think about that, though. I'm gonna read another one. Here we go. Let me find one. I like to read the titles, and if it sounds interesting. What? Oh Lord, I can't read. That's too sad. Shit, I just came out of a funk. I ain't reading that shit. I'll read the title for y'all though. It's like, how do I, 25-year-old female, tell my parents that I'm dying? I'm not finna read that shit. No. Another day, babe. Another day. No, I'm trying to come out the funk I'm in. I ain't trying to be miserable. Back to life, back to reality. But that's too real right there. Okay. This says, am I the asshole for telling my husband I cheated on him even though I didn't? I don't want to read that goofy ass shit. I don't want to read that, y'all. Am I the asshole for refusing to babysit my dad's fiance's kids during their wedding? No, you're not. That is not your problem. I don't want to read that shit though either. I'm kind of glad my son didn't live long enough to make it out the hospital. Oh, okay, I don't want to read that. I just like to read the titles first, y'all. Then, if it's interesting enough, I'll, if it's not too hard, I'll read it. Oh, okay. What? Grandma tried to breastfeed my kid. I'm not going to read this sick shit. These demons is all in type of people. I don't know what the hell going on, y'all. There's some sick shit going on in the world. Okay. Okay, I'll try to read this one. It's not really giving me a lot of detail other than it's a married couple. It says, my wife, 30, told me, 31, that married couples don't do that. Is it true? I don't know what he's talking about. So let me go ahead and read it. My wife and I have been together for 9 years. When we met, we were all over each other. This story probably sounds pretty typical, but fast forward, and that just isn't the case anymore. Welcome to reality. Nobody give a shit so long. Anyway, I love my wife. She is an extremely hardworking person and has made a lot of sacrifices. It is no small journey that we've been on. I also like to note that aside from this, we have very few problems in our marriage. I honestly feel like at this point, my wife is bored of looking at me. The only real difference in my physical appearances in the last 9 years is that my hair is thinner, and I mostly opt to shave my head instead of hanging on to the little that I have. Smart, very smart. That being said, while I'm not an Adonis, I don't think I'm hideous either. Before I cut to the chase, I think we can agree that the vast majority of humans every now and then get horny. Mm. Sometimes it just happens and it isn't necessarily because someone else did something. You just every now and then get the urge. Yeah, I get it. I shouldn't state is as fact because it's more my view than something absolute. But of the I'm of the opinion that now my wife only wants sex when these urges hit. She's way past the point where she looks at me and feels some sort of desire for me as a man, as her husband. I'm just that guy who's there when the urge hits. We don't ever we don't ever talk about it. We don't do sexy talk. Send each other occasional texts. Hey, I was thinking about you. Insert hot thing we did. Nothing. She would just come into the bedroom, lock the door, and look at me with that look. Hey. Meanwhile, I'm almost confused because there's been no mention of the human touch for a week since our last encounter. Usually, the space in the middle is peppered with rejected advances. I'm now, because she locked the door and gave me a look, supposed to be like, wow, oh, it's about to happen, blah, blah, blah. So I did what I felt was the reasonable thing to do, and I communicate. I said that I understand our lives are much busier than we were 21 and 22. But it would be nice if we could build attention a little every now and then. Maybe then I would actually feel desire. This conversation led to a small argument in which we didn't speak for the rest of the day as I worked the night shift and she went to sleep. The next day, she tells me that she did some research and found out that married couples don't do that. And if that's what I want a girlfriend, not the relationship that we have. She also then stated that married couples have sex 3 times a week and that I should be grateful. We most certainly do not have sex 3 times a week, but that's almost besides the point to me. I was just a little taken aback by her response. I admit I don't have much of a frame of reference as my home life as a child was somewhat broken. And even if it weren't, it's not like couples talk about intimacy with their kids. As such, due to my lacking a frame of reference, this is a sincere question. Am I being idealistic? Do married couples just eventually get into the rhythm of things so much that you actually don't do that anymore? Does the spark just fizzle out? Does intimacy get stale for one or both of you? Is it a given that you will eventually get bored of who you are with? Hmm. What y'all think about that? At the end of the day, after all that shit he wrote, all this was really about is he don't feel desired and wanted and flirtatious, you know what I'm saying? He don't feel desired by his wife. She don't flirt. She don't send sexy messages. She don't look at him. It's just every now and then like the feeling hit boom. He don't know never when it's coming because there's no foreplay just in life, not just for that day. As couples sleep together, they wake up together, go to work, going to the work out. One's a housewife. Well, he's a stay-at-home dad or whatever. But in between all that, whatever's going on, church, vacations, and everything of everyday life, there is no intimacy. That's what he's missing. There's no flirting. There's no uh just going behind her and kissing on her neck, her coming behind him and grabbing him around the waist. You know what I'm saying? And in between, of course, when you do get it in the 2, 3, 4 times a week, all that other sexy stuff, flirtatious stuff, foreplay stuff is happening. And he ain't getting it. He ain't happy. Now he getting sick and tired of when she do just hit, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere, like lock the door and give him that sexy look in his own. And he just supposed to be ready, which he is, and he'll be ready, but it's just noticeable to him, like, damn, she just using me when she get the urge, but she don't really desire me. I get it. Take it or leave it. Shit. It's just that simple. You lucky to be getting it at all. Like she said, a lot of couples don't do that. And a lot of reasons. It ain't because necessary that you did nothing wrong, she doing nothing wrong, or the couples don't like each other no more as people. It could be different reasons for different people. Like Maybe she just don't desire sex no more like that. And when she feeling it, she feeling it. And she should just tell you that. Well, she shouldn't have to tell you because she's showing you better than she can tell you. She just ain't feeling it. And but when she do, and you lucky she is still feeling it that one time a month or whatever it is, because a lot of them don't want it at all. They just doing it because it's their wifely duties. And they really don't want to be touched. They really don't have that feeling. And when they do it's once every 90 days or once every 6 months or something. And I don't know why this happened. I don't know if it's a hormone thing. I don't know if it's because women go into menopause or you know what I'm saying? Or they just don't like their husband no more because don't seem to be cleaning himself or he ain't desirable no more. Or it's just her not wanting it. He could be everything cool, but she just don't want it. So I don't know. If I was him, I would just accept it. If the marriage is good overall, just accept it and get it when you get it. And then go ahead something else. He said you might need a girlfriend. Maybe she cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she don't want to do with you at all. Y'all just do y'all married thing and pay bills together and go on vacations, watch movies together. And if y'all both decide to know her knowing you got a girlfriend from time to time, she cool with it, risking her life to knowing that you got a girlfriend, you could possibly spread something, then y'all do it. Or y'all just don't never ever ever do it and just stay together. Now, if you decide this girlfriend is everything you ever wanted and you want to leave your wife for her, that's a chance you take it. All they got to be discussed, you know. But anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm about to get off of here. I just want to come real quick and let y'all know about this Red Cup Zoom party tonight. It's only gonna be from like 5:30 to like 8 o'clock, something like that. Maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock. It ain't gonna be no more than 2.5 hours. So y'all come on through, but I ain't gonna know if I'm gonna really have it until I get enough emails or text messages. Email me now. The email is my description, like I already said. And I'm going to say it one more time, y'all, for the people in the back. READIIROXX1966 Do it right now. I need to get it out the way so I can send everybody the passcode. I can take a head count to know who all about coming. And please be on time, 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Email me now, y'all. And don't forget to get in the comments. Tell me y'all what would y'all do in those 2 case scenarios I just gave y'all. Thanks for watching, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have a good Saturday. Love y'all.